Hi guys, hope you're all okay. As you can see from above, this is the advice I'd give to my teenage self tag. But before I get started, just a little bit of advice. I have been playing with the TGI Catwalk Salt Spray for this kind of textured boho look. I'm loving it. However, hubby thinks it looks like I haven't brushed my hair. Dilemma. So I would really appreciate any feedback below to see if you think my hair looks horrendous, because it's that thing where you really like it and you might have gone blind to the fact that it looks hideous. On with the tag. If I keep on looking down, I'm sorry, but I've had to write things down. Okay, so the first question is 3 fashion/makeup do's for your teenage self. Mine would be wear heels, and this is probably for my later teens. When I first started going out clubbing, which was at 14, yes, I started clubbing at 14, which is too young, but that's not part of the advice. I wore heels. I am 5'7¾", and I wore heels all the time. And then I went out with a boy who was the same height as me, flat-footed, for a while, and he didn't like me wearing heels, and I kind of stopped. And now I can't walk in heels, literally. I live in ballet pumps, Ugg boots, and flip-flops, and yeah, I can't walk in heels. They cripple me, and I honestly believe that if I continued wearing heels as a teenager into my early 20s, I'd be fine now, rather than looking like an elephant tottering around in heels. So keep on wearing heels. The next do is please have dreadlocks. This sounds really strange, but when I was 16, 17, I dearly wanted dreadlocks. Like, dearly wanted them. And all my friends were like, oh, no, you can't do that. You're white, you're going to look like a pikey, blah, blah, blah. I'm now 30 and I still really would like to experience having dreadlocks. But I have a corporate life. Corporate life. No, I have a kind of job where I can't do that. So it's kind of taken away from me. So really, when you're doing your A-levels and you're a student, it's the only time you can do it, because, yes, you have a part-time job, but they don't mind. There are people there that have tattoos on their faces and, random stuff. You can have dreadlocks at 17. Mum and Dad will not mind. And maybe when you're 30, you kind of won't be so obsessed with dreadlocks. And then the next do is Heather and Coffee Shimmer lipstick by Rimmel is really cool, and you buy them and you really want to wear them, but all your friends are wearing baby pink lipstick and they tell you look like a goth. You don't look like a goth, you look fucking awesome, so wear it. I'm 30, I still love those shades, and they're back in now, so that's cool, but you like the colour, you like that lipstick, you don't like the baby pink lipstick then. Just because all your girlfriends are doing it, don't do it. Stay true to who you are, and you rock that Heather Shimmer lipstick. This next section is 3 don'ts for makeup and fashion. Now, I made a list. I couldn't get it down to 3. I've got it down to 8. So I'm sorry, I'm going longer than I should, but I'll try and go really quick. First don't. Do not throw away all your awesome 90s stuff. I was a teenager in the 90s. Yes, I'm that old. I was there the first time with my cherry red Doc Martens and my really awesome Topshop stuff, and, Christ, I thought I looked like Gwen Stefani. I was cool. And then I kind of, in my late teens, I kind of was like, no, I think I'm more boho, I'm more bohemian kind of person, which I think I am, as quite most. I do think I'm quite bohemian in the way I look, and my outlook on life is quite hippie-ish. But you can have more than one style, and you know, all that awesome stuff you had from the 90s, keep it, do not throw it away. How dare you have thrown away three pair of Doc Marten boots. I love those cherry DMs, and if I had them now, my goodness, I would be wearing them. And the shameful thing is, they would still fit me now. So don't throw them away. I don't think I threw them away. I think I gave them to charity because I was like, oh, peace and love, man. But put them in a box, put them in mum's loft, and when you are 29, 30, you will want them back because they are cool. And even if they don't fit me now, I could put them on eBay and get replacement ones because they're worth money now because people want vintage Topshop stuff from, or, oh, it makes me sad when I think of the amount of money I just put in a box and throw away. Anyway, carrying on. Do not pierce your eyebrow. I think I was 16, 17. Everybody had pierced eyebrows and I really wanted it. And my mum and dad said, no, it's horrible. It's for boys. Girls don't pierce their eyebrows. So I had it done just to piss off my mum and dad, basically. And I hated it within about 24 hours. But because I'm stubborn, I left it in for, I think, about a month. And I now have a scar. You know, that was 14 years ago and I'm 30 and I still have the scar from it, and you have to fill it in and your hair on your eyebrow doesn't grow properly in that bit and it looks horrible, so just don't do it. This is more from when I was like 18, 19. Do not go on a sunbed. Please, please do not go on a sunbed. Even if you want to ignore all the health reasons why not to have a sunbed, don't do it because you look like Oompa Loompa. I went through a stage where I was doing 3 to 4 12-minute sessions a week. I was so orange. It was, you know, I thought I was like, oh, I look really good, blah, 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 blah. No, I looked orange. It was hideous. Don't do it. And they're not very, you know, they're quite expensive, and that's money you could be spending on fun things. So just no, pale is cool, or buy some decent bronzer. Just do not do it. Next piece of advice, I'm sorry if I'm going a little quick, but I know I'm going over. Next piece of advice is step away from the Chanel and the Dior makeup counter. Step away. You will always love Chanel and Dior. Dior mascara will always be in your heart, but your student money is for beer and books. You're not a rich kid, you know. When you're older, you can afford to buy those things, but your student loans and your student money is not for Chanel lipstick. Enough said. Okay, this is more for 13-year-old Katie. When Helen gives you a packet of cigarettes for your 13th birthday, put them in the bin. Smoking is not cool. It makes you taste, you know, horrible taste in your mouth. It costs you a lot of money. It doesn't make you thin. Don't do it. And it's really hard to give up smoking. And, you know, you do it eventually. You do give up, but it's hideous. It makes you a bitch. Just don't start. Just don't start smoking. This is more of a makeup thing. Glitter gel eyeliner. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have been known on New Year's Eve to rock it out again. Don't wear it in the day, please. Just don't wear it in the day. It is a nighttime, clubby kind of look. Glitter eyeliner doesn't look cool when you're 15 and you're in your science class. Okay, just no. Next tip, don't be ashamed of your boobs. Now, I was flat-chested. Literally I looked like a boy, like, until literally the entire summer of when I was 14, and then it was like 2 weeks before I started back at school as a 14-year-old, it was like boom, I went from a crop top, yes, not even a training bra, a crop top at 14, till in the August, and in the September I had a C cup. Literally I went from nothing to a C in about a month. And they just get bigger, ladies. They just get bigger. And I hated them. And living hell. I wore bras that were too small because I thought that would minimise them. I wore very painful, expensive minimisers as a teenager. A couple of times I even strapped my boobs. Do not be ashamed of them. You know, you've got them. You can't get rid of them. When you're a little bit older, you'll get a whole lot of male attention and free drinks because of them. You know, I'm not telling you to go out and flash because you do that enough when you're 19 anyway. But enjoy them. They're part of you becoming a woman. They're nothing to be ashamed of. Just because all your friends are tiny, petite, beautiful girlies, you don't have to be the same, you know. Whereas you would really like to be able to wear the shift dress. Oh my god, when I was saying it, I must have been 18, and like I went through a kind of a thing where I live where you'd go clubbing in a shift dress, and obviously if you've got big boobs you can't wear those, and I really wanted one. However, some of your friends in future get boob jobs because they want big boobs and you have them, so just enjoy them. I really wasn't sure if I was going to put this in here, but fuck it. When you are 15, do not be nice to the school's IT technician. Don't be rude, you know, I'm not telling you to be a rude person, but don't be nice to him. Just kind of treat him like a member of staff. Be courteous, but that is it. Because when you are 20, he will ask you out on a date. And you'll be flattered because he was a grown-up when you were 15. And you'll go on 3 dates with him. The first 2 will be nice. The third one, you'll go to his house. He will cook you a meal. He will produce a school uniform and ask you to put it on. He will tell you he liked you when you were 15, and then he'll lock you in his house. Just don't do it. You're fine, you're safe, you get out of it, you live, you grow, you learn. But if you weren't nice to him when you were 15, that whole situation probably would have never happened. The next question is a piece of serious advice for your teenage self. Again, I couldn't decide on just one, so I've got 2. The first one is when you are 17, you will fall in love for the first time. When you're 19, he will break your heart. Now, I'm not going to tell you not to go out with him because a lot of the stuff you learn there will make you a better person and it will help you grow, and yeah, you'll really learn from the experience. And you know, there is a lot of fun things in there, and when you're 19 and he breaks your heart, you know, when you're 30 you'll look back at the life you have and the life he has and you'll be quite grateful that you broke up. But when he needs a car and he can't get a loan and you get a loan out for him at 17 because somehow you had a bet, somehow you could, and then when he maxes that money and then you get him another loan when you're 18, give yourself a slap. Just don't take a loan out for him because, you know, you took the first one at 17, you took the second one at 18, he never pays you a fucking penny, you break up at 19 and you don't pay it off until you are 26. So go out with the boy, enjoy it, do all the stupid things you did together. Just don't get a loan for him because the loan lasts longer than the boy does. And the other piece of advice for myself is spend more time with Dad because he's not there forever. Yeah, he's always the strong, quiet one. It was always Mum that was poorly. But she goes into remission, so, you know, I'm not telling you not to spend time with Mum, but she'll go into remission and she'll still be there when you are whinging about your mortgage payments. But unfortunately Dad isn't, so enjoy him. Tell him you love him. Don't be mad with him. Ooh, teary-eyed. Tip for school. Well, I was kind of a boffin. I don't know if that's the cool term now, but back in my day I was a boffin. It's kind of, I'm not really sure because, you know, part of me was kind of like, oh, I'll have more fun, but I had a lot of fun. And quite luckily I got away with it because I was a good girl. People didn't think I was that kind of fun, but I was. So it's more, it sounds a bit, it's only a little bit random and it would only really relate to me. But when you're doing options in your final year and there's that fun course, you know, I don't know if every school do it, but when I went to school, you could go and learn, you know, once a week you go and do like acrobats or clown school, or you could go and do plumbing courses or administration courses. And all my girlfriends did a beauty and nail course. And I really wanted to do it. I thought, you know, I love makeup and I love nail art, and I was like, oh, I really want to do it. But I was like, no, I'm going to do Latin GCSE because that's who I was then. And I did the GCSE in Latin. It's really freaking hard. And you never use it, you know. There's a little part of A-level law that it made a bit more easier, but really it was not worth it. You nearly drive yourself insane doing it. As a grown-up, you don't use it. So no, go and play with makeup with your girlfriends, because they've all got like a MVQ in beauty, and even if none of them use it, you know, they learn to blend eyeshadow a lot better than you. The final one is a tip for friends, and I have two best girlfriends who I've been friends with since I was 3. We went to nursery, primary, secondary, and college together, and I love them. And Becca and Tamsin will be your friend forever. You will fall out, they're normally about boys, but you will always love them and they will always love you. You need to enjoy your time with them, spending every day with them as a teenager, and then going home from school and then sitting on the phone with them for an hour. Don't know what we talked about, but do it and enjoy it, because when you are 30, you will live 4 hours away from Tamsin, and you will live an hour and a half away from Becca, and you have a career and you have a husband and you have a dog and you have a mortgage, and you know, you can't go on girl holidays. And Becca will have children, and Tamsin, you know, she'll have a whole new life where she lives, and you'll still be friends and you'll still love each other and you'll be there when it counts. You know, when your dad gets buried, it will be Becca holding your hand. But enjoy it, because those friendships, you know, they will last you forever. And, you know, just love your girlfriends, because the good ones will be there when you are 30, and hopefully when you are 40 and 50. Whew. This was a little bit deep, and this is a lot longer than I normally record for, so apologies for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. Take care. Bye.